Hi folks, and welcome back to Fishing with Den. So today I'm testing a new piece of kit, and by a new piece of kit I'm talking particularly about this new Matrix Slik Elastic. They tell me it's a hybrid elastic and it allows 600% more stretch than latex elastic, and it's extremely durable. Okay, so with that in mind, up until now I've always used this Middy Solid Elastic 14 to 16. And so I'm going to test it today in conjunction with the 14 to 16 of the Slik version. Now, I've used this solid elastic for so long now that it seems like I don't think there's anything else I've ever really tried. But the Slik one seems to get some good write-ups, so I'm going to give it a go. I mean, I did try hollow elastic in the dimmer distant past when they had the red hydro elastic, and that was before the puller bungs came out. What I found then was that it stretched so much that I was actually fighting a fish down here, and I was having to put sections on, trying to get some control over it. So I gave that one away, but time's moved on. I've learned a few things, and the likes of Jamie Hughes, who's a well-known matchman back in the UK, recommends this stuff. So we're going to do a head-to-head today. I've set up a rig for this pond, and it's probably going to catch me fish anything from a few ounces up to 5 or 6 pounds. Maybe up to 10 or 11 pounds. So it's a 0.4 of a gram rig with a size 16 hook, and as I say, I've got the 14 to 16 Middy Solid Elastic in it. The Slik Elastic is in this one. This is the same thing. Interesting point on this is that this is 2 millimeters in diameter, and this is 1.85 millimeters. So not sure how to work out. They tell me that this stuff does stretch very long to start with, but then gradually builds up the power, and you end up with a fish being slowed down over that period. Personally, I'm not totally convinced that I want 6 times the elastic going out there, because if you're in a match, how do you control the fish going into other people's pegs? Anyway, we're going to give it a go, but on the downside for this is that this is £7.99 for 3 meters, and that's enough to do one top kit. This stuff cost me about half of that, and there's 5 meters on there, so I can do 2 top kits. What that means is that the Slik is 4 times the price of the High-Vis. Today will show me whether it's worth me continuing to go on with this Slik stuff or not. But to be honest, at 4 times the price so far, and I haven't started yet, I am a little dubious of the whole thing. Anyway, let's give it a go. All I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the solid elastic with this rig, and then once I've caught a couple, I'm going to change over, literally take this rig off, put it on that top 2, and just use the Slik Elastic. That way I'm using exactly the same setup. So, let's get on with it. Just going to use a single piece of corn on the hook, and I'm going to feed very lightly to start with, just a little bit of pellets and just a tiny amount of corn. I've already plumbed up, and oops, just got caught down there, and it's about 3 feet deep, so we'll go with that and see how we get on. Well, first bite, and as usual it's taken a reasonable amount of elastic out. Now, I generally find with this solid elastic that I end up with a situation where I've got to do probably 2 pulls on the puller bung, or the puller kit rather, not a bung these days. Whoa! He decided to go off a bit there. Let's move him around a bit. Okay, well, he's pulling back pretty well, so giving the old High-Vis elastic a good test. Now there's probably about 3 meters of elastic out there, I would say. And if I now give my elastic a couple of stretches, it should normally be enough to get them under control. He's still got a bit of fight in him, so I'll give him a minute yet. Had to put the support bar on. My arthritis and my thumb was giving me jip, so apologies if it looks a bit amateurish by using that, but it's the only way these days I can hold the pole for lengthy periods. Certainly plenty fit. I've got about 2 and a bit pulls on this elastic now. He's definitely tiring, but he's not completely there yet. He certainly doesn't want to come anywhere near me. Okay, a little bit more maybe just to finally do it. So I've got about that much elastic pulled out. Get the net ready for him. Down the edge. And no, he doesn't want to give up yet. Right. Getting closer now. That's it. I think he's finally decided to... No, he's not. Just kicks his tail as he goes past the net each time. There we go. Okay. So that's the standard sort of high-vis elastic sort of thing. And that's actually good fish. It's probably about £5 or so. Put that in and show you where we're at with this one. And there you go, that's about £5, and that's what took out about 2 pulls of elastic. So now we're going to give the slick a go. Just 2 or 3 bits of sweet corn, 3 or 4 bits of pellet, and off we go again. I think I'm going to have to continue to use this spray bar for today because I'm just getting too much jip off my thumb to hold the pole, as I said, so not to worry, it's only a pleasure day. I'm doing this more and more lately, to be honest. Just goes to show I'm getting old. Right, let's see how it goes for this new elastic then. Okay, first one on the slick. Oh, certainly off out there somewhere. Let's see how much. Oh yeah, a lot more come out than on the other one. I'm lifting the pole up just to see how much I've got out. It's probably a good 4 meters out at the moment. It does seem to build up quite nicely though, so you get a nice slack pull to start with. So that if it was a small fish, you probably wouldn't bump it. Okay, well, so far that one's coming in a lot easier, but it's only the first fish. Don't think he's as big as the last one. And he's taken off a bit. Let's get down to the top kit and just see how that looks. Yeah, he's not as big. and there's a lot of elastic out, and I can feel that I don't have as much, see I'm just pulling on it, I don't have as much control at this point in time, but maybe I'll get used to that. Let's get a bit of, that's 2. When I see them doing this on the YouTube for matches, it's usually 3 pulls from what I'm told, and you can get the thing in. And this one's definitely a fair bit smaller than the last one. It does have a fairly nice feel to it, I'll give it that. This is actually a hybrid elastic. Obviously that just means it's somewhere between a solid and a hollow. Wow, that came in well, didn't it? Quite impressed with that. Yeah, probably a couple of pounds less than the other one. But yeah, not bad for a first fish. I'll show you this one. Similar sort of length, but not as thick. Let's give it another go. Bit of a plodder, this one. Oh, yeah, he's woken up a little now. Again, let's just see how much elastic. Yeah, there's probably 5 meters of elastic out now. Try and see how much further that's just gone. That's probably up to about 6 meters now. Ah, yeah. Staying in a swim, so in a match I wouldn't necessarily be too concerned just at the moment if it stays like this. I'm literally trying to get down to the top 2 just to get a better feel for this. Yeah. Now this is the point where you'd need some control so it just doesn't go for the reeds or something on the bottom down here. There's 3. That's 3.5. Bit more again. So that's compared to the elastic I had out with the solid, the old high-vis. This is a bit more. Seems to do quite well though. Again, not a huge fish this one, so I haven't really tested it in the same way as the high-vis got tested. This one's going for the reeds right down in front of me here. There he is, look. Again, I could maybe do with a little bit more elastic out just to control it. I'll get used to it. Okay. Probably about £3. Maybe 2.5. Something going on, but it's not taking it properly. Oh, well, there we go. Either way, I had it in the end. And off he goes out to the middle again. And this one's got probably 7, maybe 8 meters of elastic out. Again though, it's straight out in front of me, so Nothing's testing me either side to side for if I was on a match at the moment. They're right though, it does seem to build up steadily on the fish. Doesn't give you all of its pull all in one go, which is definitely a plus. I like that. I don't know if I've got branches and things down there, so I'm going to be a bit careful. There he is. Well, that's 4 pulls, so maybe a little bit more, just to maybe 5 pulls, and I've still got 3 meters or more of elastic out there. Done about 600% more stretch, but certainly it's got more stretch than the normal solid. Yeah, reasonable amount of elastic in now. It's still out there. Still not got control so much of it. I think it'll take a little bit getting used to after the solid. It's a reasonable fish, this one. Not huge like the other fish in here, but average size. Come on. A little bit more maybe. Does take just a little bit of getting used to all this extra stretch. Don't know what it'd be like on a 10 or 15 pounder though. Interesting to catch one of those on it. Yep, that'll do. Oops, got me elastic tangled up. There we go. Oh yeah, it's a decent fish, this one. It's probably a bit bigger than the first one. Let's put that back a second, out of the way, and that's not bad at all, is it? All these fish seem to be going straight out in front of me pretty much. Could do with one kite to the left or right badly just to see. Yeah, not a big one, this one at all. In fact, it's probably the smallest one I've had. And I've got, I don't know, 60 centimetres, a metre of elastic out. So that's quite good. I don't think I'm going to need to pull any from the puller. I'll just net him. Yeah, about a metre of elastic on a fish which is, let's have a quick look. Oh, I don't know, maybe a pound or so. Maybe a little bit more, but not much. Well, I do quite like the way it gives you plenty of elastic out even on a smallish fish like this. So that's another plus for it. Where are we? He's one of these ones that's waggling around all right through your baited area. Just what I didn't need, thank you. He's moved off now, he's actually way out there, and we've got, oh yeah, we've got a good bit of line out now, or elastic rather. Let's just lift up and have a look. Oh yeah, could be looking at 7 meters or more out there at the moment, maybe more, I don't know. I didn't actually get to the end of it, I didn't want to lift it up too high. So, let's see how this one goes. Now that one actually did go over that way and it was controllable. As long as you're in a venue where the pegging isn't too tight, I think you'll be okay with this. Certainly I haven't felt like I was being overstretched, as you can do sometimes on the normal solid. Does this sound like I'm being won over? Because I am. This is good stuff. A little bit of getting used to it, but yeah, first outing, not bad at all. Now, at this point, I've got no real control, so that's what you expect anyway. Let's get some elastic in. That's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, not bad. And again, it doesn't seem to be bottoming out. I'm actually pouring pressure onto this one when I probably shouldn't do, but I just wanted to try it. There we come. Okay. Well, probably only 3.5-ish this time. There's a good head of fish in here. It's a good stamper fish as well. They're not the biggest fish in the world, but they're certainly very enjoyable. Well, what's the result? I've had a few more fish since the last one I showed you, but obviously there's no point in showing you every fish I've caught today because they're all around about the same size and they all fought in pretty much the same way. So the verdict on the Slik Elastic versus the High-Vis, would I continue to buy it? Yes, definitely. I like the way that when you get a small fish, it pulls, say, 1 meter or so of elastic out. You don't bump them, it kind of builds up, and so that as the fish goes further out, it does seem to sort of increase the pressure on it better than the normal solid elastic. Price wise, with the price being twice the price of the High-Vis and the fact you only get half as much, a little bit reticent on that one. If Matrix Slik gave you twice the amount for the $7.99 or whatever it was, then that would definitely sway me. And I think really where I'm at now is that I want to wait and see how this performs over time. If it doesn't get sort of abraded or sort of tatty where it's been running through the PTFE bush over a longer period of time than the one which is the High-Vis would, then again that helps. So if it just lasts longer than the High-Vis, it would even itself out. I think personally that I am going to continue to use it. I do like it. It's really good elastic. And so I think on that basis, my summary would be, let's give this another few goes under 2 or 3 months just to see how the thing performs over time. So anyway, that's it for another one then, guys. Hope you liked it. If you did, click the button. If you want to subscribe, you can do that too. And until the next time, bye for now.